Good evening, viewers, and welcome to today's edition of the news. First, a look at the headlines. Meghalaya reports 112 COVID cases and 164 recoveries in the last 24 hours. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu lays foundation stone for the 1600 crore Shillong Dauki Road. India imposes reciprocity guidelines for UK nationals. And the Union Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Narendra Singh Tomar, visits CPGAS and ICAR. And now the news in detail. Meghalaya reported 112 COVID cases in the last 24 hours with 164 recoveries. One death was reported from the state today, that is unvaccinated. With this, the cumulative active cases stands at 1,494. Recoveries at 78,957. Meanwhile, India reported more than 20,000 new cases were reported in the last 24 hours. India's active caseload stands at 2,64,458 and it is the lowest in 200 days. Active cases account for less than 1% of the total cases and it is currently at 0.78%, the lowest since March last year. Vice President Venkaiah Naidu laid the foundation for the 1600 crore road Shillong Dauki Road project in Shillong today. Naidu, who arrived in Shillong today morning, was earlier received by Meghalaya Governor Satyapal Malik and Chief Minister Conrad Sangma at Raj Bhavan. Speaking at the foundation laying program, Naidu stressed on the need to fast-track all developmental activities in the region, saying that the Northeast region is dear to the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The 64.21-kilometer road, which will connect Shillong with Bangladesh, is set to boost the trade and commerce between the two countries. The road will have 4-laning of 8.3 kilometers and 368 meters long bridge with 105 meters height, which will be constructed, which is the highest in the northeast.
My sisters and brothers, this project to upgrade the highway is really a prestigious project and an important initiative of the Government of India. And this being executed, as was explained, with assistance from Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA. It is expected to provide better connectivity in the region and provide a key link within the Northeast region as well as with our friendly neighbor, Bangladesh. This road will also give a fillip to the tourism industry in the state and help in the overall development of Meghalaya.
United Kingdom nationals arriving in India from the UK will have to undergo mandatory quarantine from today. India has decided to impose reciprocity under which UK nationals arriving in India from the UK will have to undergo mandatory quarantine. The decision came after the United Kingdom announced new travel rules which state that Indian travellers, even those who have received both doses of the Covishield vaccine, will be considered unvaccinated. Sources said the new regulations will be applicable to all UK nationals arriving from the UK. Honourable Union Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Narendra Singh Tomar visited both College of Postgraduate Studies in Agricultural Sciences, Central Agricultural University and ICAR Research Complex for NEH region today. The minister inaugurated the college auditorium at the College of Postgraduate and took the opportunity to highlight the importance of farmer-producer organizations. At ICAR, Tomar planted saplings in the institute premises along with Dr. Anupam Mishra, Vice-Chancellor, Central Agriculture University, Imphal. Bantay Dor Lingdo, Meghalaya's Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, was also present for the occasion and planted saplings. The Congress released the list of candidates for the upcoming by-elections in the 3 assembly constituencies in Meghalaya yesterday. Mukul Vasnik, All India Congress Committee AICC General Secretary in charge of Congress Election Committee, released the list containing names of 3 candidates after approval of party President Sonia Gandhi. The party has fielded Highlander Karmalki as its candidate for retaining the Maurenkaneng seat. For the Mauplang seat, former legislator Kennedy Cornelius Cream became a Congress nominee. Hasina Yasmin Mondol, wife of late Dr. Azad Zaman, was given the ticket for the Rajabala constituency. A lecture on elections in India as well as neighbouring countries was held at the Central Auditorium of Meghalaya University of Science and Technology, Meghalaya recently, in which former Election Commissioner of India, Naveen Chawla, was a chief guest, and the Chief Electoral Officer of Meghalaya, Frederick Roy Karkungor, was also present as an invitee. A lecture series on Indian electoral process, reforms and transformation was organized by USTM, in which students asked questions and expressed their views on Indian electoral process, reform and change. Talking to reporters after the program, Naveen B. Chawla said that students in every university should have an active student body so that they can freely express their views within and outside institutions.
और हर एक सीईओ और डीएम और जो डिज़ास्टर मैनेजमेंट के साथ संबंधित है, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द कंडीशंस वो अपनी डिसीजन ले सकते हैं.
This is Sir's first visit, I think, to this campus, and we are very pleased to be here to interact with the students, with the young generation about about the electoral reforms, about the election commission, and so we hope that this is the beginning of more such interactions on electoral aspects here in this campus. Thank you.
A pan-India awareness and outreach program as part of Azadi Ki Amrit Mahotsav and Legal Services Week was inaugurated by the District and Sessions Judge cum Chairpersons, District Legal Services Authority, West Jaintia Hills District, B. Cream recently. The function was organized by the Office of the District Legal Services Authority, West Jaintia Hills District, at the District Library Auditorium, West Jaintia Hills District. The program was also attended by the Superintendent of Police, West Jaintia Hills District, Bikram Marak.
Are celebrating the Azadi Amrit Mahotsav. It is intensive countrywide campaign and is dedicated to all the people of India. It is the people who have been instrumental in bringing India this far in its enduring evolutionary journey. They hold within them the power and potential for further progress and achievements of India's social, cultural, political and economic identity.
And now here is the weather report. The maximum temperature recorded was 23.2 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 16.5 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 95%, while in the evening it stood at 75%. Rainfall recorded was 0.1 millimeters. The forecast, moderate rain and thunder showers is very likely to occur at many places. Our news bulletin is also available live on our YouTube channel. In addition to watching on television, viewers may visit the DD News Shillong YouTube channel to tune in to our daily bulletin. And before we conclude, a look at the headlines once again. Meghalaya reports 112 COVID cases and 164 recoveries in the last 24 hours. Vice President Venkaiah Naidu lays foundation stone for the 1600 crore Shillong Dauki Road. India imposes reciprocity guidelines for UK nationals. And the Union Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Narendra Singh Tomar visits CPGAS and ICAR. And And that's a wrap of today's edition of the news. Thank you very much for joining us. And from all of us here, it's wishing you good night.